So before we get into the video, we're going to be talking about the Abney Yildirim versus Jack Colin post-fight review. So Jack Colin destroys and dominates Abney Yildirim by a unanimous decision. My thoughts on it, very good win for Jack Colin. He is a lot better than I thought. He actually can box pretty well. He was doing good, sticking with the jab, making it his fight, boxing fight. As for Abney Yildirim, bro, I don't want to see him anymore, dude. This guy is literally a freaking disgrace to boxing, bro. Like, come on, dude. I picked Abney to beat this guy, dude. He should have beat this guy, man. Abney Yildirim is a definition of a bum, bro. He is literally, bro. This is just outrageous, bro. I don't want to see Abney Yildirim ever again in the ring, bro. This is just disgusting, dude. Like, this is just absolutely, like, just disgusting. Like, I'm not, like, it's not necessarily an upset because, like, Jack Colin, it was the favorite in the fight. I just thought that, the power of Abney Yildirim and, the aggression of Abney Yildirim, whenever he is aggressive, I thought that would have won him the fight, but clearly I'm wrong, man. Man, dude. Like, Abney Yildirim, I just can't stand him, man. Like, Abney Yildirim is, like, he just sucks, man. Like, he is just a trash fighter, bro. He is slow with his feet. He looked out of shape. Like, I don't want to see Abney Yildirim again, man. Like, he literally looked like an old man in the ring. Like, how old is Abney Yildirim? Like, he can't be, like, that old, man. And he looked like an old man in that fight, not throwing anything. He's just letting Colin just beat him up in the inside and the outside, bro. Just disgusting, bro. Anyways, on to the video. Hey, what's up, y'all? Preston for Fight Media 360 here. So this is a quick preview and prediction for Jose Aldo versus Pedro Munhoz. So, before we get into all this, I just want to say this fight takes place on the main card of Derek Lewis versus Ciryl Gane. So that would be on pay-per-view. This would be the co-main for the fight. The co-main would have been Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena, but Amanda Nunes I think she got caught with COVID, I think. Not sure. But this is gonna be a really, really, really good fight, man. This is gonna be a very good fight. This is either Jose Aldo's last fight or or a step up fight for Jose Aldo. And for Pedro Munhoz, this is a step up fight for Pedro to be in the big ranks, if he beats Jose Aldo. So yeah, now we got that out the way, so now let's talk about the odds, and then what they need to do to win, and then my final prediction. So Jose Aldo is listed as the favorite in this fight. I believe he is a negative 113 favorite over Pedro Munhoz. And yeah. So now we got that out the way, so now let's talk about what they need to do to win, and then my final prediction. So let's start off with Jose Aldo. So what I would like to see from Jose is, I want to see, like, the old Jose, man. I want to see, like, the Jose Aldo, the power punch. I mean, yeah, he's always a power puncher, but, like, I would like to see the Aldo who is, like, throwing, like, fast combos, he hits, like, the one that hits really, really, really hard, man. Like, yeah, like, he is getting older, but, like, I would really like to see him, maybe get the speed up, maybe. But it would be tough because Jose Aldo is in that age, where he is slowing down, and that did show in the Petr Yan fight. But he really needs to really throw those mean combos and those mean punches and hard punches on Pedro. Even though Pedro has a fantastic chin, Pedro still does get hit quite a lot. So he needs to, you know, be the old Jose Aldo, throw like those fast combos, throw those really hard power shots, and also I would really like him to not just focus on the body because that was also why he lost against Pietro Yan, is because he was mainly focusing on the body. He wasn't focusing on anything else. He was really just focusing on the body. He was doing good against Pietro, but Pietro was just too much for him, and he just dogged Jose Aldo. So he really needs to not just go for the body, but go for the head. He can't go to the body, of course, because Jose Aldo is a very good body puncher and a very hard body puncher. You can do that, but don't just go to the body. He needs to do other techniques like go body to head, and really just rip to the head and try to just destroy Pedro Munhoz, and use your experience over Pedro. I believe he has the more experience. I believe so. I'm pretty sure he has the more. Yeah, he does have the more experience. So he needs to use that experience. Make sure you let Pedro Munhoz know that you're the man in the octagon. And just try to dog Pedro Munhoz, and just try to knock Pedro Munhoz out. So that's what Jose Aldo needs to do to win. So yeah. So now for Pedro Munhoz. So what I would like to see from Pedro is kind of like what I said about Jose Aldo, is to try to outstrike Aldo and try to throw those power shots, but also try to take Aldo to the ground because Aldo isn't a good grappler really. He can submit you, but I would say the one that has the better grappling, in my opinion, between these two is Pedro. And I think Pedro needs to use that grappling advantage over Jose Aldo and really try to just be aggressive against Jose. And then also try to look for a submission. And then also just try to dominate the fight on the ground. Try to be on Jose Aldo's back and try to pound him up, because Jose Aldo is not the biggest fan of grappling. So again, he needs to use the advantage on grappling against Jose Aldo, and just try to make let him know that you're again, kind of like what I said about Aldo. Let him know that you're the man of the octagon, and then also use. I believe that Pedro is young. I'm not sure. I have to look, but I believe he's younger. So if he is younger, he needs to use his youth over um um Jose Aldo, and try to just pretty much, the key is to really just try to dog Jose, and then try to take him to the ground and try to look for a submission, because again, Jose Aldo isn't good at grappling really. He's more of a stand up type of fighter, and he likes to throw hands. So if Jose is being very dominant at throwing hands and you can't really hang with him at throwing hands, try to take Jose Aldo to the ground and try to dominate the fight by doing that, and throwing your punches there. So that's what Pedro Munhoz needs to do to win. So yeah. So my final prediction for this fight, again, this is gonna be a very, very, very good fight. Man, this is gonna be a very good fight, man. Very good. But if I would have to pick one, I'm gonna lean more towards Jose Aldo by a knockout. Yeah, Pedro Munhoz hasn't got knocked out yet in his career. He had he has 5 losses, but never been knocked out. But he's fighting a guy of Jose Aldo who carries a lot of power. And I just think the power of Jose would be too much for Pedro, and I think that he's gonna knock Pedro out. And also, Pedro does get hit a lot. Kind of like when he fought Cody Garbrandt, he did get stunned by Cody. Even though I believe he beat Cody twice, I believe so. No, 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 no. I think he lost to Cody once or something like that. I know he beat Cody, but he did get stunned by Cody Garbrandt. And especially when you're fighting a power puncher like Jose Aldo, Like, if you're gonna get stung by that, what the hell do you think is gonna happen when you're fighting a guy like Jose Aldo, who is a very known for his power? So that's why I think that Jose Aldo is gonna win this fight. So yeah. So that's my final prediction. I got Jose Aldo by a knockout. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm Preston from Fight Media 360, and thank y'all for watching this video.